Ronnie, thank you so much. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Thank you. How about yourself?
Good, man. I'm glad that this fight's coming up. I'm sure you are too. You've been waiting a while for it. All that preparation time. Obviously, you would have liked to have had this fight earlier, but do you feel that that added time has helped you and made a deeper study of Murodjon Akhmadaliev?
I think it has. I think my team and I have, you know, we've put in the work in the past, but I just think everything happens for a reason. And the final outcome, I'm more than happy with it. So yeah, I'm happy where we're at right now.
I know that you were supposed to fight on November 19th. You find out, I think, like a week before the fight that you had COVID. How did you find out? And were you experiencing anything physically debilitating, or was it just a routine test?
No. So I was working out and I started getting like slight chest pains. And I remember I was telling my coach, like, hey man, something's not normal because I started getting some body aches too. And he's like, oh, he's like, well, just go get tested. He's like, go get tested. So I went to go get tested and it came back positive. And I was like, oh shoot. And he's like, retest again, maybe it's a false positive. So we did it again, came back positive. So, oh man, so he's like, I'm gonna have to break the news to Golden Boy, which he did. And obviously I was taking out the card, but I can't dwell on that. I've been given a second opportunity and I'm here to freaking take this opportunity and go at 100 miles an hour at it.
When you watched that fight with Jose Velasquez getting, the benefit of then stepping in and taking that fight, what did you think when you were watching that fight? And was there anything that you could learn from that fight and kind of how to approach Akhmadaliev?
No, because we've already seen a lot of tape, so we already had a game plan going into this fight, and you just see little things that it goes back and it gives us certainty that our game plan was right. So we continue with the same game plan. We didn't change it. We haven't changed it. The only thing that we will change, to be honest with you, is if in the fight we feel something different, then we will change it.
Kind of looking back to the preparation you did before that fight and the preparation that you've done now for this fight, has it pretty much been the same type of preparation, or are there things that you've implemented that have maybe been different this time around?
Things have been way different. Things have been way different in the sense that after that fight, the first time that the fight was postponed when I got COVID, not a little, I was heartbroken. I was like, man, what if this opportunity doesn't come back? And when it did, I was excited. I was excited and I was happy. And I think I carried that happiness and that excitement throughout the whole camp where it was just positivity. I was messing around. I was having a good time. And I'm still continuing to have a good time because, I've been given another shot at this. He could have easily fought someone else, but no, he gave me another opportunity, which my hat goes off to him. And like I said, I had a great camp. I had a fun camp. It's I can never say the same because it was really really fun camp. The time went by so fast. I can't believe we were in camp for 10 weeks because it went by so fast.
When you talk about having fun in camp, how much of a difference does that make in the preparation for a fight?
It makes a huge difference. I mean, it's like you go to work. If you go to work with a terrible mentality, like, "Oh, I don't want to be here," or, "Oh man, I want to be home," then you're gonna have a terrible time at work. But if you go to, and not that I've never done that, but if you go to work happy, messing around, asking questions, whether it's about boxing, whether it's not about boxing, you're gonna have a good time. And I would go to the gym and I would work out hard. I would work out for 3.5 hours, and I would look at the time like, oh crap, we're almost going on 4 hours of working out. Like, just because we were messing around, having a good time. And I was like, oh crap. And there was a more than a few times that dad would send me home because you know what, you're ahead of schedule, go home.
You were talking about kind of, obviously after the initial thing that happened in November, being bummed about that, which obviously is a natural reaction to it. Were you worried that you might not get this opportunity again? It might not come back around, or that they might rule that, oh, you know what, we're going to have him fight someone else?
Yeah, I was worried. I was like, man, am I gonna have to start all over again? But I guess when I was watching the fight, he said that he was willing to give me another opportunity, and he did right away. So like I said, my hat goes off to MJ. He's a man of his word. Him and his team. So we're here again. We're less than a week away. We're about 5 days away from the fight, and I can't tell you how excited I am, but how focused I am as well too.
I mean, I would think that it's hard to put into words your anticipation for this. I mean, I think it's been what, 16 months since your last fight.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of that feeling of, you know, wanting to just go in there and get in the ring. Is this kind of different than you've ever felt maybe in the past before?
Yes, because there's two belts at stake. And you're right. There was a opportunity where you just want to get in the ring and you want to fight. But when they're making you spar, 12, 14 rounds, and they're making you go have like ridiculous amount of time without stopping, it kind of sets you, it kind of relaxes you more. Like, all right, you know what, like I can take my time or I can wait. But we had a great camp. I'm gonna say, honestly, we had a great camp. We had a really, really fun camp, and I wouldn't change it for anything. I'm where I want to be right now.
I know Akhmadaliev is a southpaw. I know sometimes that can give orthodox fighters some difficulty. You've got a very talented brother, Alexis Rocha. Lex, did you utilize his southpaw abilities in preparing for this fight?
Yeah, I did, and not only that, but we've had a lot of southpaws at the gym too. So we also use that too. Even my coach too, he was meeting me in the southpaw stance too throughout the whole camp. So kudos to him because he knows how to mate in a southpaw stance. Not a lot of people know how to do that. So he's a very talented coach. The whole 8-10 weeks he made me southpaw. We moved around with Lex. We sparred southpaws. We did a lot of cone drills. We've done it a lot of different things. I'm not gonna say we've done it all because I don't know what else there is to do, but we've done a lot of different drills, and I feel like we're more than prepared for this fight. But at the end of the day, it's just gonna come down to who wants it more, and I think I want it pretty bad.
Kind of going back in the history between you and your brother, as far as, obviously brothers have those moments where they disagree and stuff. Did you guys ever was it a regular thing that you guys would go into sparring? And do you remember the first time that you guys ever sparred each other?
Yeah, we sparred several times. I think there was another southpaw I fought too. His name was Miranda. I think I might have moved around with Lex too. But Lex and I were competitive at everything we do, whether it's eating, whether it's running, because we were training together for this fight. So we're running like distance runs. We're running a lot. We're doing a lot of sprints and everything. Me and Lex, we compete at everything, but it's more like a friendly competition where we mess around. Oh, I train longer than you. Oh, I did this. Oh, I ate more than you. So having him in camp really, like, I don't know, it just relaxed me more, and it helped me out a lot too, and it made it more fun.
I know there's only so much film that you can watch on a fighter before it kind of gets repetitive, redundant. As you said before, you've seen all the film there is to see. Do you ever sit down with Lex and watch it? And does he kind of give you pointers about like, well, from my stance and doing things this way, I would do this or expect him to do this? Does he give you some of those intricacies?
We don't watch film together, but he does. He does tell me, hey, do this. I feel more comfortable doing this. So he does give me pointers in that area. But we never watch film. As a matter of fact, I pretty much watched hours and hours of film by myself.
Oh, really? Okay. And
Yeah.
what type of things are you looking for when you're looking for a fighter from a different stance as opposed to like an orthodox fighter?
I'm just looking for the same mistakes he makes over.
Mhm.
What habits does he have? What shots keep hitting him? Just stuff like that. Stuff that I can use because I can't go based off entirely off of his mistakes. I have to go based off of my strengths too. So whatever he's doing, how can I capitalize my arsenal to make him pay
Well,
more?
well, Ronny, best of luck to you come June 25th. I'm glad the day is finally about to come. Best of luck, and I look forward to seeing you in action.
Thank you so much. It's been a great pleasure.